Hello everyone, and welcome back to Clan Generator, where last time HopeClan had crashed, causing us to lose 3 moons of progress. But now I have edited it back into the game through the power of save file editing. And as you can see, little Fruitkit and Padparadaschatuft are here. I have also edited Nimblehope's relationships to be the way they were, and as well with Fleetfreckle. However, some of the other cats still haven't been edited. I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of editing it just to make a couple moons difference, but if you want, I could probably try and figure it out. The other 2 were easy because I had a shot of their relationships in the last video, but Weevil-Stripe and Brownminnow and the others, I couldn't find a shot of their relationships on the same moon, I didn't look too hard, but I couldn't really find it at all, so they are left for now with their relationships a couple moons behind. Also, everybody has their age jumped ahead a couple moons. I did skip 1 moon, and then I just added a couple more moons into the save file that way. So, that is that. When I skipped the 1 moon, Pad here got a stomach ache, so that is a thing, unfortunately, which is also why I stopped skipping. I didn't want the cats to develop conditions they didn't have. And I also edited Fleetfreckle and his siblings so that this will not happen again. Now the game knows the variable that's there, and it's the one that was really originally there, which is that him and his siblings were adopted. If you look at the family tree, you will see that he now has 2 parents. Bounceskitter, who is labeled as his adopted parent, and Gale Spots. Now, at first, I was just trying to use Gale Spots as a placeholder, but now that I think about it, it could be quite possible the Gale Spots could have been their original parent. They showed up about the same moon. She had been an ostracized warrior, so perhaps she was ostracized for having kits. Perhaps she abandoned the kits to try and make it seem like she never had any so that her clan would accept her, but instead her clan threw her out anyway. And maybe she didn't even realize that these were her kits. After all, she had been so badly injured after getting hit by a car, she probably was in just a delirious state for a while. So perhaps she never realized it until she was healed, and by then, Bounceskitter was dead. So that could be a potential backstory for those 3, if you guys like that idea, or otherwise she's just a placeholder, because otherwise these guys would not be related. If you look at the family tree, it says littermates. When I looked at that before, these were set to adoptive, because they were all set to be adopted by Bounceskitter, and it didn't realize they had any blood relation. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and patrol. I feel like Partridge Fur should have a bodyguard, and we're going to set Brownminnow to do that task. Partridge Fur has to attend to one of their grimmer jobs as a medicine cat. Oh dear. Well, Brownminnow has taken a trip to the graveyard. Wow, and they gathered rosemary and respected the dead. Oh no. I feel like Weevil-Stripe might know the dangers of 2 legs, but also she is kind of used to them. I don't want to take the risk right now. And we encountered a large dog. This is also a risk. I feel like bloodthirsty Nimblehope would totally go for it. I know she would. The patrol tries to keep watch on the dog from a distance, but it spots the cats and they have to scatter. Everyone escapes just fine, but they lose track of the dog. It could still be anywhere out there, lurking, waiting to attack. Oh dear. Oh dear. Nimblehope, your bloodthirstiness got us in a spot of trouble there. Let's time skip here. Nimblehope got a sprain. Pad's stomach ache is gone. Weevilstripe got whitecough. That's not good. And the mallow went bad. Well, at least we still have a medicine cat. One, anyway. Fleetfreckle mews congratulations to Padparadaschatuft. I should just say Pad always. Pad let Partridge Fur down while Partridge Fur was counting on him. Ooh. Weevilstripe quickly apologizes after bumping into Partridge Fur, and they have a small laugh about it. Weevilstripe is telling jokes about Fruitkit. Ooh. Yeah. Weevilstripe has always seemed to just not like Fruitkit. Brownminnow is jealous that Partridge Fur got to go to the last gathering. Nimblehope is talking with Fleetfreckle. Padparadaschatuft thinks Nimblehope is very helpful. Pad appreciates Fruitkit telling them they had a feather stuck to their face. Weevilstripe is teaching Fruitkit something important. As the same time as you're making jokes about the kit, huh? Well, she is sick right now with a deadly disease. I mean, maybe we should cut her a little slack. She's served the clan well, for sure. Let's check and see what we have here in the medicine den. It looks like we have some pretty good stock. I don't know what exactly we need for whitecough. Well, catmint should help with whitecough. Yeah, maybe we'll have Partridge Fur. I don't know if it helps to have them stay in camp, just so they can treat cats and not have to worry about going on patrol, or does it help to have them go on patrol so they can get experience? I'm not really sure on that one. Well, we found a rabbit, and unfortunately we didn't catch it. Maybe we got some experience, though, I hope. These two are going to go out and try and gather some herbs to help the sick clanmates. Interesting. Pad had a vision. They have an in-depth conversation about their vision as they walk. By the time they head back to camp, they have a good idea of what they should do with the information. And they gathered some horsetail, which I think should help with any infections. Of course, we don't have any infections at the moment, but we could. Waterstar here is thinking about future prophecies. Weedclaw is watching over Brownminnow. Bounceskitter is watching over the clan. Lion Ember is watching over Weevilstripe. Galespots thinks about their life. Bite Iris talks with Galespots. Very interesting. Bouncefoot accidentally found himself in Nimblehope's dreams the other night. So perhaps the prophecy could have been from Waterstar or Weedclaw. And Peakhole is still obsessing over their territory. Oh no. That isn't good. Fruitkit has gotten kitten cough. And the rosemary went bad. Couldn't be at a worse time, I guess. Well, hopefully we can treat that with the catmint we have, although we've already probably been using it to treat whitecough. Fleetfreckle and Partridge Fur happily swapped prey. Partridge Fur surprised Nimblehope with something nice. Weevilstripe had a difficult conversation with Brownminnow, and they now have a deeper understanding of each other. Weevilstripe had a spat with Nimblehope. Ooh. Brownminnow is sparring with Nimblehope. Nimblehope is surprised to hear Partridge Fur express an ideal they can agree with. Pad and Nimblehope heckled another clan. I don't think they did it at the gathering, since Nimblehope is currently limping, although I don't know if that would stop her. She'd probably go to the gathering anyway. Fruitkit thinks Partridge Fur isn't very considerate of others. Man, we have 3 injured clan members, and that is just causing a lot of negative stuff at camp. They're all just upset, and so they're taking it out on each other. Our camp is all snowy now. It's already a difficult leaf bear. Well, it looks like we still have 3 catmints, so I'm not sure if he's treating Weevilstripe with that or not. I hope that we'll treat Fruitkit with it. He's busy changing out the old bedding of the sick cats as well. Weevilstripe has to pretend to be a captured warrior for Fruitkit. Oh, that's adorable. She's helping the poor little sick kit feel better, at least, mentally. Pad is sparring with some clanmates. He can at least do that. practice his battle skills in case they'll be needed. Fleetfreckle's rethinking his life choices. Now everybody is sick and hurt around him. Maybe he should have been a healer as well. Brownminnow almost died of embarrassment after a fumble on a patrol. Aww. Nimblehope is sparring with some clanmates. Aww, maybe Pad's trying to make her feel better. Fruitkit is pestering older cats to play with them. Aww, poor baby. Norman is jealous of a kitty pet. And Puzzle thought they spotted Fruitkit. Whoa. Why would you be interested in Fruitkit? Oh, interesting. Well, Fruitkit isn't in your relationships. Perhaps Puzzle was the cat that dropped off little Fruitkit. That is concerning and very fitting. That is just great. Not concerning at all. Gale Spots is curious about Bite Iris. Bouncefoot is having a fight with Bite Iris. Peak Holtz is still guarding their old territory. Another vision? This time it's Brownminnow, and there have been multiple StarClan cats talking about Brownminnow. But they can't make any sense of it. Oh no, maybe it's the same large dog from earlier. I feel like these two might be more likely to look the other way. Maybe. I mean, it is just along the edge. They don't want to lose another member. At the same time, we could all use the experience. I don't think we should proceed. I'm so scared to skip this moon. Weevilstripe's whitecough is gone. Nimblehope recovered from their sprain. Well, that's good. Fruitkit, despite still being sick, has been made into, well, an apprentice of sorts. Not having a leader isn't an excuse to force a cat to stay in the nursery when they're 6 moons old. Fruitkit is renamed Fruitpaw, and the clan votes to make Brownminnow their mentor. Very interesting. Oh, nothing bad happened. Things seem to be looking up, but I fear that Fruitpaw might succumb to their sickness still. Fleetfreckle thinks Partridge Fur is very helpful. Partridge Fur sees Pad stumble while hunting and thinks it's cute. Okay, then. Weevilstripe ignores Fruitkit. Although, I don't know if Partridge Fur is one to get into a relationship when he's the only medicine cat. He takes his duties very seriously. But still, he could have a crush, sure. Weevilstripe is having a wonderful time discussing clan news with Nimblehope. Aww. These two are bonding again. Brownminnow is complaining Nimblehope never does anything useful, and at the same time as she's bonding with her adopted mother, her and her brother are now fighting. Perfect. Brownminnow sneaks out at night to sleep in Partridge Fur's nest. What is even going on? Okay, I guess there's some weird love triangle going on. Nimblehope has a crush on Partridge Fur. Partridge Fur. Wait, no. Nimblehope has a crush on Fleetfreckle, so maybe it's not as weird as I thought. It would have been really weird if the two siblings had a crush on the same cat. Alright, but anyway, there is some sort of love triangle going on, except Pad has not chosen what part he is to play in it yet. Alright, Nimblehope is surprised by Brownminnow being thoughtful. Pad caught Nimblehope complaining about them. Pad shared an embarrassing story about Fruitkit they were asked not to share, and Fruitpaw and Brownminnow have an argument about who should get a pretty feather and end up destroying it. Sounds about right. Partridge Fur chased kits out of their den. Well, the only kit is Fruitkit, and, well, Fruitkit's no longer a kit. Weevilstripe solves a problem by thinking back to another time the exact same thing happened. Pad plans to visit the medicine cat. Fleetfreckle wonders how Partridge Fur is doing. Brownminnow somehow got roped into watching Fruitkit. Well, until Fruitkit became Fruitpaw, that is. Nimblehope daydreams about killing a cat. Wow, a certain cat, indeed. Excuse me. Well, Nimblehope, you might not want to do that. That might not be the best idea in the world. Fruitpaw wants to get to know Partridge Fur better, and Fruitpaw is still sick, with kitten cough, even though Fruitpaw is no longer a kitten. Well, I was hoping Fleetfreckle and Nimblehope might develop their relationship a bit more on their own, but I feel like we cannot afford to not have them be mates, because we need to have more members of this clan if we don't want it to die. So I think I'm going to go ahead and set them to be mates, just in case one of them randomly dies next moon. At least they have a chance to have it. Oh dear. So we're going to go ahead and make these two official. I'm pretty sure that neither of these had a crush on anyone else, or anyone else had a crush on either of them, so I think this makes sense and is gonna work out. Norman is apparently friends with Pad because Norman thought they spotted them, or at least knows of them. And Puzzle is playing with kits. Interesting. Well, hello, Weedclaw. Yes, please do, and explain what all this fuss about Brownminnow is about. Meanwhile, Milkweed Swarm is accidentally wandering into people's dreams. Apparently it was Gale Spots who wanted to be there. I didn't really notice this, but there is some sort of bug now where... Okay, I've got to go into the code and fix this. It doesn't seem to affect much, but Fleetfreckle is still set to be Brownminnow's mentor, because Brownminnow never properly became a warrior. So I will have to fix that. I think I know how. In the meantime, we'll have these two lovebirds go out on patrol, and they're gonna find a nice spot to sun themselves. Adorable. And then, of course, this happens. That is not farewell for their relationship. Maybe it was too soon to put them together. Ooh, a fallow clan scent. I think we're gonna go ahead and proceed. Whoa. Your patrol decides to follow the scent, but only end up walking in circles. Either the trespasser is good at concealing their trail, or your patrol needs to work on the tracking skills. It doesn't matter now, the whole day has been wasted. Weevilstripe decides they should return to camp and report the strange scent. Oh no, relations with Fallow Clan have worsened from that. The last thing we need right now is a war. That is the last thing we need. On a patrol looking for herbs, Partridge Fur notices that Pad is more quiet than usual, and Pad asks if Partridge Fur could teach them more about the nature of StarClan. Partridge Fur tries to simplify the mystical power of their ancestors, but it only leaves Pad more confused about StarClan and their prophecies. Aww, that sucks. Fruitpaw has been healed of kitten cough, once again able to play and frolic, and of course train, because Fruitpaw is not a kit anymore. He promises to do his best today. He's charismatic, confident with words, and oddly observant. Partridge Fur almost choked on his prey. Weevilstripe solves the problem by thinking back to another time the exact same thing happened. Pad is sparring with clanmates. Fleetfreckle feels down. Brownminnow is eavesdropping on Weevilstripe. Nimblehope has disappeared often recently. Ooh. It looks like we may have found a new cat. We are going to proceed. Aww. It was run over by another monster. That's sad. Fruitpaw is going on his first training patrol. And, well, we found a thunder path. I feel like insecure Brownminnow would not want their apprentice to go near it. But would Brownminnow have the courage to tell his apprentice not to? I don't think so. But I'm going to say that it's not Brownminnow who does this. It is Fruitpaw, who patiently waits until the thunder path is completely clear. Little Fruitpaw is very observing, and he'd already heard stories about the thunder path. So he was able to make sure that it was safe before he went across. It has been a while since these two brothers have gone on patrol together. So let's go ahead and Fleetfreckle splashes water from a puddle at Partridge Fur. Partridge Fur turns around and hisses at Fleetfreckle that they don't have time for kit games. The two continue their patrol, but Partridge Fur's sour mood distracts them from any usable herbs they could find. Oh man. It seems the two have grown further apart. Oh no. I feel like by my own challenge rules, I would have to proceed. I don't know what happens if you don't proceed, but I must proceed. Pad spends the entire day carefully working their way free and gets nothing else done, but at least he's unharmed. Let's go to the next moon. Fleetfreckle was seen touching noses with a kitty pet. Scandalous. That is rather interesting. It seems a lot of these cats have relationships with outsiders, which is fair. I mean, they're not particularly an organized clan, and many of them were originally outsiders. As soon as some of the raspberry went bad, oh dear. Fleetfreckle apologized to Pad for something or other. Partridge Fur thinks the prey Fruitpaw is biting into on the other side of camp looks delicious. Partridge Fur, Fruitpaw, and Nimblehope took a sunbath and had a small talk. Partridge Fur noticed how beautiful Brownminnow's eyes are. Ooh. Well, I guess, yeah, it's fair if Nimblehope and Fleetfreckle are an okay pairing, then that's fair too. Weevilstripe mews congratulations to Pad for a job well done. Brownminnow asks Partridge Fur how they're doing. Nimblehope thinks Weevilstripe was nice to them today. Pad had a difficult conversation with Fruitpaw and they now have a deeper understanding of each other. And Fleetfreckle knows what to say to make Fruitpaw feel better. Let's look at just how romantic. Ooh, wow, that is a lot of romantic light. I don't think Brownminnow has any for him, though. No, nothing there. Oh, yeah, no, there is something there. I was looking at the wrong cat. Yes, there is something here. I wonder if we should pair these two up as well. It seems our last pairing did not go so well, but these two have more romantic like to start. Also, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll let it go a moon and see if the game will do it itself. I feel like since these two were sparring together, we should send them on a border patrol. And let's proceed. The patrol approaches warily and comes upon a kitty pet that's sniffing around. The kitty pet notices their arrival and brightly says they've heard about the clan and wish to join. Eepy has joined the clan. Let's take a look at Eepy. There he is. He is a troublesome warrior of 98 moons, who is a good storyteller and good kid setter. He is formerly a kitty pet. I feel like he might be like a bit of a prankster, someone who likes to brighten up the mood. And lots of cats in this clan are pretty serious, so we'll have to see how he gets along. Interesting. Let's proceed. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding. It wasn't even Moss Clan. Oh my. This is bad. Why did I proceed on that? Okay. Well, this sort of thing happens. Alright. Rip Fruitpaw. Brownminnow is now in shock because of that. But the cats can't simply ignore their duties. EP will go out with Weevilstripe to be assessed. I guess on this one we can probably proceed. I think we have good relations with Fallow Clan. And EP, EP is good at communicating. He has proven himself valuable to the clan because of his good communication skills with the other clans. It isn't awkward for him at all, after all. He's friendly to everybody. He doesn't really have any reason to have any tensions with other cats yet. Oh, well, this turned out awkwardly last time. But perhaps this time Pad learned a bit more, starting to untangle the mysteries of StarClan in his own mind. Well, that's good, and we got some catmint. I'm just still so upset. I just should not have proceeded, and I should keep that in mind in a challenge like this. I really should. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of HopeClan. It had its ups and it had its downs for sure. And I will see you all next time.